I woke up to the noise of tapping at my window.
Come on. Someone is at the window. Oh my god! Jeez, the day! What the heck is that? Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Now today we're going to be doing part 2 of our creepy animated stories. So sit back, relax, grab some blankie, grab a chip, let's get straight into this. Don't scare me again! Don't scare me. Okay, it looks like Demi's gonna join.
Hi guys!
Yeah, so we're gonna actually react to some scary stories.
Spooky stories.
Spooky, not spooky.
Spooky stories.
So you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell on, which if you don't, the ghosts will get you.
And give this video a massive thumbs up.
If you like it, smash the like button. If you're scared, smash the like button. And let's get into it!
Okay, let's do this.
Boop. Okay. What are you doing? Hey.
What?
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So now we're gonna go into part 2 of it.
Okay.
Alright, so this one's called Something Terrible Just Happened at My House.
Okay, let's see what
That's it. Alright, so let's see what we're gonna. You have to share the earphones. Let's play this. You sure you don't want a blankie?
No, I'm sure it's too hot. Oh, wait, is there a blankie?
Yeah, there's a blankie.
Wait.
There. That was quick.
Yes.
You got blankie and penguin.
Yes.
Alright.
Okay.
You ready?
Okay.
Do tell.
When I was 7, I had a really scary experience that I will never forget. I got up at 8 a.m., as usual, but as I stood up, I noticed something was different. It was very cold, and I felt like someone was watching me. When I came to my sister's bed, she woke up, and I screamed. 2 heads hovered
Go
over
away!
there. One
Go
was
away!
a woman with long, dark hair.
Go away! Go away!
Hair and green eyes. The other of a bald older man with blue eyes. I screamed again and ran to my mother. I told her what happened and saw some man at the door. I can't recall what he looked like, but I screamed and hugged my mother when I saw him. I was crying at this point, and she looked at me as I pointed to the door, not explaining why. She instantly knew what I was upset about, and she spoke in the direction of the door. I don't know what she said. I was just too scared to listen, and all I wanted was to be somewhere else. Nothing like this happened to me again, until I was 13. I was coming from my friend's house and was really tired. I went to my room, turned the lights off, and went to bed. At 4 a.m.,
Oh my gosh, that was
That's
hard.
creepy!
without a reason. When I looked at the door, I saw my mother looking at my sister. She had lifeless eyes, which reminded me of the incident that happened when I was 7 years old. The heads had the same lifeless eyes as my mother, except her eyes were red and just looked evil. I knew it wasn't my mom.
Yeesh.
I hid under the blanket, praying that the thing would just go away. When I looked up, it was still there. I prayed again. Then it vanished. I mean, literally vanished. I saw it with my own eyes. That thing grew fainter and fainter until I couldn't see it anymore. When it was gone, I ran to my parents and explained what happened. They believed me and said that if I couldn't go to sleep, I could watch TV or just stay up. I thanked them and went to the living room. Now, I'm 14, and and I talked to my mother about the incident that happened 7 years ago. And when I
Oh
told
my
her
gosh.
what the heads looked like, she seemed very surprised and confused.
Wow, that's
When I
creepy.
asked her what was
Holy
wrong,
frick.
she told me that the description
That was
I gave
creepy.
perfectly matched
Okay,
that of my
that's
dead
number one.
grandparents.
Okay.
Ready
I
for
don't know
number
if they were
two?
really my grandparents, or who that man
Okay,
on the door
number
was.
two, we are looking at. Okay, number two, we are looking at.
But everything we see in sleep paralysis is a hallucination. Okay. I'm just okay.
And you know what the scary thing is? Before we click in this in, I suffer from sleep paralysis. But I think I told you that. You ready?
Okay.
You guys ready? Alright, part two.
Okay.
Hold on, because this is a doozy.
Don't watch this before you go to bed.
What?
My name is Amber, and ever since my childhood, I've experienced sleep paralysis a
Hi,
lot
Amber.
more than the average person. And let's just say, it's one of the most unpleasant things you can experience. Since childhood, I've always had vivid hallucinations
I
when I
agree
was
with you.
experiencing sleep paralysis, and they've always scared me, even to this day. This story is one of the most terrifying things that have and ever will happen to me in my lifetime. It all started in late January. I had just moved into this new house in a small village on the island of Hawaii. My house is near a deep pond, and I got it for a good deal because it was supposedly haunted, and no one else wanted to purchase it. But I've never really believed in the paranormal or anything like
I
that,
wonder why. I wouldn't even.
so I just saw the good deal on a decent sized house and took it. A few weeks after buying the house, a big snowstorm hit
Silly
one
move.
night, causing the power to go out and snowing me in. I couldn't see a
Snows in
thing, so I
Hawaii?
decided that I would head to bed early and get an early start on unloading boxes the next day. I hopped into bed, pulled my blankets over me, and fell asleep in the pitch black room. I woke up to the noise of tapping at my window.
Come on. Someone in the window.
Oh my god!
Jeez, the day. What the heck is that?
I tried to get up but realized I couldn't move at all. Sleep paralysis took over my whole body. The strange boy kept staring at me. His eyes were pitch
my
black
gosh,
as
that
if he
is
had no
creepy.
pupils. He had a wide, inhuman, devilish grin, and his teeth were huge. I was terrified and wanted to scream, but I couldn't and was forced to watch him. I kept telling my mind that it was just a hallucination, but it was a lot more vivid than any other hallucination that I had ever had. Then in a split second, he was gone. I calmed myself, thinking it's all going to be over soon now.
He's in the house. He's in
My
the
fear
house.
started to rise when I heard the noise of clanging in the kitchen. Did he break into my house? I was getting paranoid. I couldn't move. I strained my eyes to try to see the bedroom door through the darkness, and I could see something. A figure standing on the other side of my bedroom door.
The room.
He slowly opened the door.
Oh gosh, no.
Oh, he's in the house. He's in the house.
I could hear every footstep he made.
Why aren't you
He
running?
continued to
She
creep
has sleep
towards my bed,
paralysis.
and I could see his devilish grin from the corner of my eye. He just stood there for minutes, and it was lasting longer than any sleep paralysis I had ever experienced. I felt that I was about to die. I was just praying it would be over soon. My prayers were answered, and I was finally able to move again. The boy was gone. The next morning when I woke up, I felt something strange as I walked on the carpet. The carpet was soaking wet, and at that point, it hit me. Was it really a hallucination? Or did someone actually come into my room last night? I shared this incident with some of the neighbors, and it turns out there was a spooky story about the pond near my new house. Back in 1947, a group of kids were playing on the banks of the pond. One boy accidentally tripped over a log and fell into the water. Before any of the other children could react, the boy sank beneath the water surface. For a few moments they waited for him to resurface, but there was no sign of him. Horrified, they ran back to the village to get help. Some local men came as fast as they could and dived into the pond searching for the young boy. They were terrified by what they found. The boy was sitting on a rock at the very bottom of the pond. His arms were hanging down by his sides and his body was swaying back and forth with the currents. His eyes were wide and his mouth was hanging open, but he was dead in the water. The eerie sight sent shivers down the spines of the men who had dived in to save him. They were deeply disturbed and said it was such an unusual way to drown. It was as if the boy had calmly sat down on the rock and waited there to die. Ever since, bizarre rumors began to spread around the area. Many villagers believed that the ghost of the drowned boy lurked beneath the deep waters of the pond. They said that at night he would come to the surface cold, wet, and shivering, his icy hands clutching at unsuspecting victims and trying to pull them into his watery grave. According to the rumors, he was trapped in this world by accident, and the only way he could escape was to find someone else to take his place at the bottom of the pond. As I mentioned before, I don't really believe in the paranormal, but that creeped the hell out of me. After that, I put my house up for sale as I am no longer able to sleep peacefully in this house. A strange, eerie feeling always keeps me restless. But unfortunately, so far, no one has come to view the house or made any offers, as it is famous for being haunted. My current situation does not allow me to rent a house, so I am stuck here. I just hope I am able to get out of this place.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
still there. He's still there.
Oh my gosh, no. That was terrifying!
That was creepy.
That was so creepy!
That's a creepy one. Jeez.
Ah!
So guys, what you thought? If you liked it, give it a big ass thumbs up. Was that creepy? Let us know in the comment section. So drop those comments down below. Did you freak out? Because I'm surely I don't. I don't know what to say. Why do I do these things? I don't know why.
For the Korean. So please, guys, give us a massive thumbs up.
Big spooky thumbs up. Smash that like button in the face. If you were scared, drop a like. If you were petrified, you know what? Just drop a like.
Yeah.
And don't forget to subscribe. Ring the notification bell if you are new, because next week we got a real big spooky one coming up.
Spookier than this.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
And for next week, I'm gonna try you, Megs, and myself for the final spooky.
Oh, wait. Okay. Good luck.
So you guys want to check that out. So we'll see you next week, same time, same place, and have a happy Halloween. Cheers for now, guys.
Bye, guys.